Imagine that moment when she didn't move, not a single gesture, no shift of weight, no flicker of an eyelash, just stillness, a profound, expansive quietude, as if the world had paused its breath around her. And in that stillness, a profound invitation was offered, not with words, never with words, but with the deep, silent current of her being. And his whole body answered, not as a reaction, not a conscious choice, more like a deep internal resonance, a tremor in the bone, a hum in the very marrow, almost imperceptible, almost unconscious, but undeniable, a whisper in the blood, a recognition in the soul. It was as if an invisible wave had passed between them, silent, potent, irresistible, and one simply could not help but respond to the other, not with an outward movement, but with an inward turning, a knowing, a profound, gentle yes. Isn't this where the very essence of the unspoken language between souls is hidden? This quiet, powerful exchange. A language deeper than words, deeper than touch. A language we all once knew, before the noise, before the rush, before the expectations of what intimacy should be. We spoke it fluently, as children, as lovers in the first blush of wonder. We understood its grammar, its poetry, its sacred rhythm. This is not about desire in its rawest form, though desire is a sacred pathway too. No, this is about something more fundamental, a vibrational truth, a frequency. When a man and a woman stand or sit or simply are in the presence of each other, something ancient awakens, something primal. It is the universe remembering itself, through them, through their silent acknowledgement of each other's essence. Have you felt it? That subtle shift in the air? That sudden warmth in your chest? That quiet pull, even when no hands are extended, even when no eyes meet directly? It is the current, the life force, the energy that flows. Between a man and a woman flows not just passion, but life itself, a continuous, vital stream. It is the very breath of creation, moving through us, connecting us, if we allow it, if we simply feel it. We live in a world that often demands action, constant doing, constant striving, and we forget the power of being, the profound wisdom held in stillness. In a woman's stillness, there is a deep magnetic field, a gentle gravity. It is not about her attracting, it is about her being. And in that authentic being, all that is meant to resonate will resonate. All that is meant to connect will connect. And a man's response? It is not about chasing or conquering. It is about receiving, about opening himself to that invisible wave, to allow it to wash over him, to move through him, to awaken parts of himself he may have forgotten, parts that yearn for this very resonance, this profound, quiet understanding. We often mistake intimacy for a series of actions, of conversations, of shared experiences. And yes, these are beautiful, but the deepest intimacy, it resides in this silent communion, this energetic exchange, this recognition of soul. It is in the spaces between the words, between the touches, between the moments of shared laughter or sorrow. It is the fabric itself, the invisible weave that holds everything together. When this energy is blocked, we don't just lose sex, we lose vitality. We lose our creative spark, our joy, our sense of purpose. We become disconnected, not only from each other, but from ourselves, from the very current of life that seeks to flow through us. This energy is not just for procreation. It is for creation in its broadest sense, for art, for healing, for vision, for courage. It is the animating force, the sacred fire within. Many of us feel that fire has dwindled, that the connection has faded. Perhaps there is a quiet sadness in your heart, a longing for that sense of profound closeness, that inexplicable knowing. You may look back with nostalgia at times when it felt effortless, when the world seemed vibrant with possibility, and you wonder, where did it go? How can that intimacy return? How can desire become a source of inspiration, strength, and creativity again? The answer, perhaps, lies not in seeking, but in allowing, in creating space for stillness, for that invisible wave to pass, to remember that attraction is not sin. It is the universe remembering itself. It is the sacred draw of life towards life, and it is always present. It simply requires our awareness, our gentle, open attention. Think of it. When a woman breathes deeply, life breathes with her. And the man who is truly present, he feels it. He feels the expansion, the release. It resonates within his own breath, his own being. Not because she did anything, but because she is. And he is. And in that shared space of being, something profound unfolds. Something infinitely tender, infinitely powerful. Desire, in this deeper sense, is not the body calling. It is the soul singing. It is the longing for reunion, for wholeness, for the sacred dance of energy that brings all things into being. A man doesn't lose power when he ages. He loses it when he stops looking with wonder, when he stops listening to the subtle currents, when he forgets how to feel beyond the surface. And a woman, her power is eternal. When she embraces her stillness, her essence, she becomes a wellspring, a source of life-giving energy. This is not a technique. This is not a lesson to be learned. It is a truth to be remembered, a gentle illumination, a quiet unveiling of what has always been there, waiting, within you, between all of us, the deep, unspoken language of souls. It is the greatest secret, and it is utterly simple. Love, feel, breathe. The energy within you has never died. It's been waiting for you to awaken. But why then does this exquisite current, this delicate flow between us so often seem to falter? Where does this profound sensitivity, this capacity for a deep, silent, bodily response truly vanish? It's a question that echoes in quiet moments, isn't it? A soft lament in the heart, a flicker of longing in the soul. We live, you see, in a world that subtly yet relentlessly teaches us to be ashamed of our deepest feelings. From childhood, we are often nudged away from the vast, vibrant landscape of our inner world, to tuck away our desires, to silence the instinctive murmurings of our being, to hide them behind carefully constructed veils of propriety, of what is acceptable. We learn, perhaps too well, to fear the raw, tender edge of vulnerability, that precious gateway to true connection. Think about it for a moment. How many times have we been told, implicitly or explicitly, through a glance, a whispered word, or a cultural narrative, that to feel too much is dangerous? That to express our longing, our natural sensual aliveness, is somehow less than noble, perhaps even undignified? This quiet burden of guilt, a heavy cloak we wear day by day. The creeping, insidious tendrils of fear of rejection, fear of judgment, fear of losing control, fear of being truly seen. And then the accumulated weariness, the deep, bone-tired fatigue of days, weeks, years spent pushing, striving, performing, often for others, rarely for ourselves. And those unsaid words, the unspoken grievances, the tiny wounds that never healed, settling deep within the quiet chambers of our heart and body, becoming dense. All of these, my friend, become like stones in a riverbed. Not just small pebbles, but sometimes boulders, gradually forming formidable dams, blocking the very path of this life-giving sacred current. This subtle, vital energy that seeks to flow, to connect, to create, to heal. Imagine a river, once vibrant and free, now slowed, its waters still, stagnant, unable to reach the thirsty lands downstream. The air around it grows heavy, the life around it begins to recede. And when these dams are built, slowly, imperceptibly, we begin to believe that the passion itself has simply left us. We might conclude that desire has faded with time, that the fire has gone out, that the magic has simply dissolved with the passing years, like mist in the morning sun. But I offer you a different understanding, a more tender truth, one that whispers from the ancient depths of our being. When energy is blocked, we don't lose sex, we lose vitality. We don't lose the innate capacity for profound connection, we lose the awareness of its constant yearning presence. We mistake a blockage for an absence. Desire, my friends, is the language through which the soul speaks. It is the soul's deepest longing, its creative impulse, its very prayer for connection and expression. It is not merely a call from the physical body, though the body is its beautiful vessel. It is the soul singing, yearning to express its deepest truths, its inherent aliveness, its unique melody in the symphony of life. When this song is muffled, when this language is silenced by our fears or our weariness, the body, too, begins to forget its own native tongue. It grows quiet, perhaps numb, no longer vibrating with that exquisite sensitivity, that silent wisdom that once allowed it to answer without a word. Perhaps then, the passion hasn't truly disappeared. Perhaps it is we who have, in quiet moments of self-abandonment, suddenly stepped away from ourselves. We've left our own body without that tender, knowing connection to the soul. We've asked it to perform, to endure, to conform, but forgotten to listen to its gentle hum, its deep wisdom, its soft guidance. A man doesn't lose power when he ages. He loses it when he stops looking with wonder, when he ceases to listen to the whispers of his own inner current, that primal stream of creative force. A woman doesn't lose her innate radiance, her magnetic grace. She dims it when she stops breathing deeply, when she forgets that life breathes with her, within her, animating every cell with divine energy. This is not a judgment, you understand, merely a quiet observation, a gentle invitation to turn inward, to listen again to the soft murmur of that river within. For the current is still there. It has always been there, patiently waiting beneath the stones and the silt. It simply waits for us to remember its sacred path, to clear away what has been built up, to allow its gentle flow once more, restoring its healing, creative power. Love, feel, breathe. The energy within you has never died. It's been waiting for you to awaken. We speak of energy, don't we? Of a force that moves through us, a current that electrifies our very being. And so often, as the years accumulate, as life's demands grow louder, we begin to feel its ebb, a quiet fading, a sense that something vital has retreated, dimmed. Perhaps you felt it too, that quiet questioning within. Where did it go? That spark, that fire, that undeniable pull. Many believe this energy, This raw, beautiful sensuality simply vanishes with time, or with the accumulation of responsibilities, or with the quiet settling of a long relationship. But what if I told you it never truly disappears? Not one single pulse of it. It merely changes form. It transforms, like water becoming mist, or a seed lying dormant beneath the winter earth. It waits. It waits for recognition, for an invitation to rise again, to be acknowledged in its true, profound nature. This is not merely about physical attraction, you see, though that is certainly one of its most potent and immediate expressions. No, this energy we speak of, it is the very current of life itself. It is the pulse of creation, the tireless surging force that animates every leaf, every wave, every heartbeat. It is the creative power that brings galaxies into being and brings a simple smile to your lips. It is the force that makes a sculptor's hands move, a painter's brush sing, a musician's notes soar. This same singular energy, in its essence, is what we so often confine to the narrow chamber of physical desire. But when we speak of desire, what are we truly hearing? Is it merely the body calling out for release, for sensation, or is it something far deeper, far more ancient? I believe truly that desire is the language through which the soul speaks. It is the soul singing its own unique song, a melody of longing, of yearning for connection, for wholeness, for the divine remembrance of itself. The body, yes, it feels the echoes of this song. It translates it into familiar urges. But the source, the wellspring, is within the soul's profound yearning. Think of it. When that undeniable pull arises, that sense of magnetic attraction to another, what is it truly? Is it a sin? Is it merely a fleeting impulse to be suppressed or indulged? Or is it something grander, something sacred? Attraction, in its purest form, is not sin. It is the universe remembering itself. It is the deep cosmic recognition of shared essence, of two rivers seeking to merge, two stars calling to each other across the vast silence. It is the universe in its infinite wisdom reflecting its own exquisite design through our human form, through our human hearts. And what happens when this profound energy, this life current, this soul song is blocked? When it is denied or misunderstood or simply left unacknowledged? We don't just lose sex in the narrow sense. We lose vitality. We lose that vibrant, effervescent aliveness that makes each day a discovery, each moment a gift. We lose our creative spark, our passion for life, our deep, intuitive connection to the world around us. The colors of life can seem to fade, the music to quiet, the taste to diminish. Consider the space between a man and a woman. When they are truly present, truly open to one another, what flows between them? It is not just passion, not merely the heat of the moment, though that is undeniably powerful. No, between a man and a woman, when they meet in that sacred space of presence and vulnerability, flows life itself, a silent, potent current that nourishes, heals, and creates. It is the energy of movement, even in stillness, the subtle shift of a shoulder, the gentle turn of a head. It is the energy of breath, deep and resonant, intertwining, weaving two separate beings into a unified field of sensation and awareness. When a one breathes deeply, truly deeply, life breathes with her. The very air around her seems to hum with a subtle vibration, a quiet power. And a man doesn't lose power when he ages. He loses it when he stops looking with wonder, when he stops breathing in the mystery of life, when he ceases to see the sacred in the ordinary, and especially in the gaze of another. This energy is also the energy of attention, not a fleeting glance, but deep, sustained attention. The kind of attention that sees beyond the surface into the very core of another's being. The kind of attention that says, I see you, I truly see you, in all your magnificent complexity. And in that seeing, in that act of profound witnessing, something awakens, something stirs, something connects. This deep presence, this unwavering focus, is a form of love, a form of recognition that allows the dormant energy within to bloom. It is the energy of deep presence, to be fully here now, not lost in the past's regrets or the future's anxieties, but anchored in the exquisite reality of this very moment. When you are truly present, your senses awaken. The touch becomes more profound, the scent more intoxicating, the sound more melodic. And in that heightened state of awareness, the life current flows unhindered, vibrant, and strong. Perhaps you've felt moments like this. Moments where time seemed to dissolve, where a simple touch or a shared glance held an entire universe within it. That is the energy we are speaking of. It is the force that makes intimacy not just a physical act, but a spiritual communion. It is the recognition that the body is not just a vessel, but a temple, housing the divine spark. When we approach this energy with reverence, with curiosity, with a gentle hand, we find it responds. It reawakens. The quiet sadness, the longing for connection, the nostalgia for a lost spark, these are not signs of emptiness, but signals. They are the soul's gentle whisper, reminding you of what lies within, waiting to be understood, to be honored, to be expressed not as a fleeting sensation, but as a profound wellspring of inspiration, strength, and creativity. This is the meaning we seek. This is how passion can return, not as a desperate grasping, but as a quiet blossoming. This is how intimacy can deepen, beyond words, beyond expectations. This is how desire, once perhaps a source of confusion or guilt, can become a sacred pathway to self-discovery, to healing, to a deeper understanding of the vibrant, interconnected tapestry of life itself. It requires no techniques, no strenuous effort, only a gentle turning inward, a quiet listening, a willingness to breathe, to feel, to be present, to allow the simple truth to unfold, that the life force within you has never truly departed. It is simply waiting for your mindful breath, waiting for your tender attention, waiting for your open heart to remember its ancient song. Love, feel, breathe. The energy within you has never died. It's been waiting for you to awaken. This is not merely about physical attraction, you see, though that is certainly one of its most potent and immediate expressions, a powerful magnet that draws us together. No, this energy we speak of, it is the very current of life itself. It is the pulse of creation, the tireless, surging force that animates every leaf that unfurls in spring, every wave that crashes upon the shore, every heartbeat that echoes within your own chest. It is the creative power that brings galaxies into being, that paints the sky with the hues of a sunset, and brings a simple, unbidden smile to your lips. It is the force that makes a sculptor's hands move with an almost divine grace, a painter's brush sing with vibrant color, a musician's notes soar to touch the heavens. This same singular energy, in its magnificent essence, is what we so often confine to the narrow chamber of physical desire, limiting its vast potential, misunderstanding its sacred language. But when we speak of desire, what are we truly hearing? Is it merely the body calling out for release, for sensation, for a fleeting moment of pleasure? Or is it something far deeper, far more ancient, a resonance from the very core of who you are? I believe truly that desire is the language through which the soul speaks. It is the soul singing its own unique song, a melody of longing, of yearning for connection, for wholeness, for the divine remembrance of itself. It is the whisper of the infinite within the finite, seeking to merge, to expand, to experience itself through the dance of form. The body, yes, it feels the echoes of this song. It translates it into familiar urges, into a tangible pull. But the source, the wellspring, is within the soul's profound yearning for union, for recognition, for the sacred merging that defines all creation. Think of it. When that undeniable pull arises, that sense of magnetic attraction to another, what is it truly? Is it a sin, a moral failing to be wrestled with, to be suppressed with shame? Is it merely a fleeting impulse to be indulged without thought or consequence? Or is it something grander, something sacred, a profound truth revealing itself? Attraction, in its purest form, is not sin. It is the universe remembering itself. It is the deep cosmic recognition of shared essence, of two rivers seeking to merge their waters into a single mightier current. Two stars calling to each other across the vast, silent expanse of space. It is the universe in its infinite wisdom and boundless creativity, reflecting its own exquisite design through our human form, through our human hearts, through the luminous connection we feel to another. It is the echo of creation's first embrace, reverberating through time, calling us back to our essential interconnectedness. And what happens when this profound energy, this life current, this soul song, is blocked? When it is denied its natural flow, or misunderstood, or simply left unacknowledged like a river dammed? We don't just lose sex in the narrow, purely physical sense. We lose vitality. We lose that vibrant, effervescent aliveness that makes each day a discovery, each moment a gift, each breath a celebration. We lose our creative spark, the fuel for our passions, our deep, intuitive connection to the world around us. The colors of life can seem to fade, muted and dull. The music to quiet, becoming a distant hum. The taste of existence itself can diminish, leaving us feeling flat, disconnected, adrift. This blockage isn't a punishment, it's a signal, a gentle but persistent reminder that something essential within us longs to flow freely again. Consider the space between a man and a woman. When they are truly present, truly open to one another, when their hearts meet without agenda, what flows between them? It is not just passion, not merely the heat of the moment, though that is undeniably powerful, a brilliant flash of recognition. No. Between a man and a woman, when they meet in that sacred space of presence and vulnerability, flows life itself, a silent, potent current that nourishes, heals, and creates. It is the very essence of existence exchanging itself, a deep dialogue without words. It is the energy of movement, even in profound stillness. The subtle shift of a shoulder, the gentle turn of a head, the almost imperceptible tremor that passes between two bodies holding space for each other. It is the energy of breath, deep and resonant, intertwining, weaving two separate beings into a unified field of sensation and awareness, a symphony of shared existence. When a woman breathes deeply, truly deeply, allowing her abdomen to rise and fall with the rhythm of life, life breathes with her. The very air around her seems to hum with a subtle vibration, a quiet power, a resonant frequency that touches all who are near. Her presence expands, radiating a fertile energy that can nourish and inspire. And a man, a true man, doesn't lose power when he ages. He gains wisdom, he deepens his roots. He loses power only when he stops looking with wonder, when he stops breathing in the mystery of life, when he ceases to see the sacred in the ordinary, and especially in the open, receptive gaze of another. His strength lies not in dominance, but in his capacity for profound presence, for seeing and honoring the life force in all its manifestations. This energy is also the energy of attention, not a fleeting glance, a quick assessment, but deep, sustained attention. The kind of attention that sees beyond the surface, beyond the roles, beyond the masks we wear, into the very core of another's being. The kind of attention that says, without words, I see you. I truly see you in all your magnificent complexity, in your light and in your shadow, in your vulnerability and in your strength. And in that seeing, in that profound act of witnessing, something awakens, something stirs, something connects that transcends the physical. This deep presence, this unwavering focus, is a form of love, a form of recognition that allows the dormant energy within to bloom, to unfurl like a petal opening to the sun. It is a gift we give and a gift we receive simultaneously. It is the energy of deep presence, to be fully here, now, not lost in the past's regrets or the future's anxieties, not pulled by external distractions, but anchored firmly in the exquisite, vibrant reality of this very moment. When you are truly present, your senses awaken, becoming keen, alive. The touch of skin becomes more profound, a universe of sensation. The scent of another's essence becomes more intoxicating, a primal memory. The sound of their breath, their voice, more melodic, a resonant chord within your own being. And in that heightened state of awareness, that state of pure presence, the life current flows unhindered, vibrant and strong, invigorating every cell, awakening every dormant potential. This is where true intimacy resides, not just in doing, but in being. Perhaps you've felt moments like this, moments where time seemed to dissolve, where a simple touch or a shared glance held an entire universe within it, where words were superfluous and silence spoke volumes, where the boundaries between yourself and another blurred and you experienced a sense of profound unity. That is the energy we are speaking of. It is the force that makes intimacy not just a physical act, however pleasurable, but a spiritual communion, a sacred exchange, a dance of souls. It is the recognition that the body is not just a vessel for consumption or fleeting sensation, but a temple, housing the divine spark, a conduit for the most powerful and transformative energies imaginable. When we approach this energy with reverence, with curiosity, with a gentle, patient hand, we find it responds. It reawakens. The quiet sadness, the longing for connection, the nostalgia for a lost spark, these are not signs of emptiness or of something broken within you. No, they are signals. They are the soul's gentle but persistent whisper, reminding you of what lies within. Waiting to be understood, to be honored, to be expressed not as a fleeting sensation to be chased, but as a profound wellspring of inspiration, strength, and creativity. They are the stirrings of a deeper truth, calling you home to yourself. This is the meaning we seek. This is how passion can return, not as a desperate grasping, not as a fleeting spark that quickly fades, but as a quiet, radiant blossoming from within. This is how intimacy can deepen, beyond words, beyond expectations, into a realm of unspoken understanding and unconditional acceptance. This is how desire, once perhaps a source of confusion or guilt, once perhaps a force that felt uncontrollable or shameful, can become a sacred pathway to self-discovery, to profound healing, to a deeper, more embodied understanding of the vibrant, interconnected tapestry of life itself. It is a path to reclaiming your wholeness, to remembering your divine nature. It requires no techniques, no strenuous effort, no complex rituals, only a gentle turning inward, a quiet listening to the rhythms of your own breath, the whispers of your own heart, a willingness to breathe, to feel, to be present, to simply allow. To allow the simple truth to unfold naturally, beautifully, that the life force within you has never truly departed. It is simply waiting. Waiting for your mindful breath to stir it awake. Waiting for your tender attention to coax it into bloom. Waiting for your open heart to remember its ancient, sacred song and to sing it once more, freely, joyously. Love, feel, breathe. The energy within you has never died. It's been waiting for you to awaken. That magnetic force that once made life feel so vivid, so utterly alive, that persistent, sometimes melancholic yearning for a closeness that feels both profoundly intimate and subtly cosmic, a longing for the feeling of being truly alive, truly connected, not just to another human being, but to the very essence of your own unfolding existence, to the grand pulsating rhythm of the universe itself. Many, far too many, believe this energy, this raw, beautiful, exquisitely potent sensuality simply vanishes with time, like a fleeting dream. They attribute its disappearance to the natural course of aging, or to the accumulation of responsibilities that weigh heavy on the spirit, or to the quiet, predictable settling of a long relationship. They tell themselves it's a natural progression, a kind of maturity that leaves behind the fervent desires of youth, a necessary trade-off for wisdom or stability. But what if I told you that it never truly disappears? Not one single pulse of it, not a single ripple of that exquisite current ever evaporates into nothingness. It merely changes form. It transforms, like water becoming invisible mist, rising unseen into the heavens before returning as life-giving rain. Or like a potent seed lying dormant beneath the winter earth, seemingly lifeless, yet holding within its tiny, unassuming heart the precise blueprint, the unbreakable promise of a magnificent, towering tree. It waits. It waits patiently, silently, in the deeper, often overlooked chambers of your being. It waits for recognition, for a gentle knowing glance, for an invitation to rise again, to be acknowledged in its true, profound, and sacred nature, to be seen not as something fleeting or superficial, but as the very bedrock of your existence, the animating principle of your soul. This is not merely about physical attraction, you see, though that is certainly one of its most potent, most immediate, and most misunderstood expressions. A powerful, instinctive magnet that draws us together, body to body, soul to soul. No, this energy we speak of, this current that animates all things, it is the very current of life itself. It is the pulse of creation, the tireless, surging, inexhaustible force that animates every leaf that unfurls in spring with such delicate precision, every colossal wave that crashes upon the shore with breathtaking power, every single heartbeat that echoes within your own chest, a constant drum of existence. It is the creative power that brings entire galaxies into being, spinning them into existence with celestial grace. It paints the evening sky with the most breathtaking hues of a sunset, a daily masterpiece. It brings a simple, unbidden smile to your lips, a spontaneous burst of joy. It is the force that makes a sculptor's hands move with an almost divine grace, coaxing form from raw material. It makes a painter's brush sing with vibrant color and emotion. It allows a musician's notes to soar, touching the deepest chords of our humanity. This same singular, boundless energy, in its magnificent, all-encompassing essence, is what we so often mistakenly confine to the narrow, limited chamber of physical desire, tragically limiting its vast potential, misunderstanding its sacred language, and thereby diminishing our own experience of life. But when we speak of desire, when that undeniable yearning stirs within, what are we truly hearing? Is it merely the body calling out for release, for sensation, for a fleeting moment of pleasure that, once satisfied, leaves us feeling empty or even regretful? Or is it something far deeper, far more ancient, a profound resonance from the very core of who you are, a whisper from eternity? I believe, truly, that desire is the language through which the soul speaks. It is the soul singing its own unique, incomparable song, a melody of longing, of yearning for true connection, for wholeness, for the divine remembrance of itself. It is the whisper of the infinite within the finite, seeking to merge, to expand, to experience itself through the beautiful, intricate dance of form, through the exquisite interplay of human connection. The body, yes, it feels the echoes of this song. It translates it into familiar urges, into a tangible, sometimes overwhelming pull. But the source, the wellspring, the origin of this profound sensation is within the soul's yearning for union, for recognition, for the sacred merging that defines all creation, from the smallest atom to the grandest galaxy. Think of it, truly feel it. When that undeniable pull arises, that sense of magnetic attraction to another, to their essence, to their light, what is it truly? Is it a sin, a moral failing to be wrestled with, to be suppressed with shame and guilt? Is it merely a fleeting impulse to be indulged without thought or consequence, leading to emptiness? Or is it something grander, something sacred, a profound truth revealing itself through the veil of physical reality? Attraction, in its purest, most unadulterated form, is not sen. It is the universe remembering itself. It is the deep, cosmic recognition of shared essence, of two rivers seeking to merge their waters into a single, mightier current, flowing toward a vast, shared ocean. It is two stars calling to each other across the vast, silent expanse of space, their light mingling in a cosmic dance. It is the universe, in its infinite wisdom and boundless creativity, reflecting its own exquisite design through our human form, through our human hearts, through the luminous, undeniable connection we feel to another. It is the echo of creation's first embrace, reverberating through time, calling us back to our essential interconnectedness, reminding us that we are all threads in the same magnificent tapestry of existence. And what happens when this profound energy, this vital life current, this soul song, is blocked? When it is denied its natural, free-flowing expression, or misunderstood, or simply left unacknowledged? Like a mighty river dammed, its waters stagnant. We don't just lose sex, in the narrow, purely physical sense, though that certainly feels like a loss. We lose vitality. We lose that vibrant, effervescent aliveness that makes each day a discovery, each moment a gift, each breath a celebration. We lose our creative spark, the very fuel for our passions, our deep, intuitive connection to the world around us. The colors of life can seem to fade, muted and dull, losing their vibrancy. The music of existence can quiet, becoming a distant, barely audible hum. The taste of life itself can diminish, leaving us feeling flat, disconnected, adrift in a sea of sameness. This blockage isn't a punishment, it's a signal, a gentle but persistent reminder from your deepest self that something essential within you longs to flow freely, to express itself fully, to be witnessed and honored again. It is a quiet call to awaken. Consider the sacred space between a man and a woman, when they are truly present, truly open to one another, when their hearts meet without agenda, without expectation, without the protective walls we often erect, what flows between them? It is not just passion, not merely the heat of the moment, though that is undeniably powerful, a brilliant, exhilarating flash of recognition. No. Between a man and a woman, when they meet in that sacred space of presence and vulnerability, flows life itself. A silent, potent, transformative current that nourishes, that heals, that creates anew. It is the very essence of existence, exchanging itself, a deep, wordless dialogue that speaks volumes. It is the energy of movement, even in profound stillness. The subtle shift of a shoulder, a gentle turn of a head, the almost imperceptible tremor that passes between two bodies holding space for each other, a silent language of connection. It is the energy of breath, deep and resonant, intertwining, weaving two separate beings into a unified field of sensation and awareness, a profound symphony of shared existence, where each inhale and exhale becomes a shared rhythm. When a woman breathes deeply, truly deeply, allowing her abdomen to rise and fall with the ancient rhythm of life, allowing her whole being to expand with each inhalation, life breathes with her. The very air around her seems to hum with a subtle vibration, a quiet power, a resonant frequency that touches all who are near, drawing them into her field of presence. Her presence expands, radiating a fertile energy that can nourish and inspire not just herself, but those around her. And a man, a true man, doesn't lose power when he ages. He gains wisdom. He deepens his roots into the earth of his being. He loses power only when he stops looking with wonder, when he stops breathing in the mystery of life, when he ceases to see the sacred in the ordinary, in the mundane, and especially in the open, receptive gaze of another. His true strength lies not in dominance, not in control, but in his capacity for profound presence, for seeing and honoring the life force in all its manifestations, in himself and in his beloved. This energy is also the energy of attention, not a fleeting glance, a quick assessment, a superficial judgment, but deep, sustained, loving attention. The kind of attention that sees beyond the surface, beyond the roles we play, beyond the masks we wear for the world, into the very core of another's being, into the landscape of their soul. The kind of attention that says, without uttering a single word, "I see you. I truly see you, in all your magnificent complexity, in your radiant light and in your tender shadow, in your profound vulnerability and in your unbreakable strength." And in that seeing, in that profound act of witnessing, something awakens, something stirs, something connects that transcends the purely physical, that touches the eternal. This deep presence, this unwavering focus, is a form of love so pure, so potent, a form of recognition that allows the dormant energy within to bloom, to unfurl like a petal opening to the first warmth of sun. We often find ourselves adrift, cast away from the very shores of our own being. We search for maps, for instructions, for techniques to navigate the currents of intimacy, to rekindle a flame we feel has dimmed. But what if the map is within us? What if the instructions are not for doing, but for undoing? The questions echo in the quiet chambers of the heart. Why does passion seem to fade? How can true intimacy return, not as a memory, but as a living pulse? How can desire, this fundamental force, become again a wellspring of inspiration, strength, and boundless creativity? The path back to this source, it is not found in the external, in what we do to another or what another does to us. No, it is a journey inward, a return to the self. Not through rigid techniques or a list of rules to follow, but through a profound, gentle reacquaintance with the simple, miraculous act of being. Consider the breath. So often it is shallow, held, a prisoner to the mind's incessant chatter. Yet, within that simple inhale, that soft exhale, lies the very rhythm of life. To breathe consciously, to truly feel the air fill your lungs, to allow it to expand your belly, your chest, to flow through every cell. This is not just respiration. This is presence. This is communion. When a woman breathes deeply, truly deeply from her core, allowing her body to expand and contract with the grace of a rising and falling tide, life breathes with her. Her breath becomes a sacred current, connecting her to the earth below and the sky above. It is in this profound embodied breath that she reclaims her innate wisdom, her untamed power. Her breath is not just air, it is the very essence of her being, a vibrant, sensual hum that resonates through her entire vessel. And in that resonance, she invites the world to respond. And for a man, so often, strength is equated with hardness, with an unyielding facade. But true strength, it is a different kind of power. It is the strength of vulnerability, the courage to feel, to soften, to let go of the armor. When a man stops being afraid of his tenderness, when he allows himself to truly feel without judgment, without the need to control or fix, it is then, paradoxically, that he regains his true, formidable strength. A strength rooted not in dominance, but in profound presence, in an open heart that can truly meet another. This is about the courage to feel again, to embrace sensation without the swift, often harsh judgment of the mind, without the frantic rush to label, to analyze, to categorize. It is an invitation to slow down, to truly listen. For our bodies, they are constantly speaking to us, whispering truths, sharing sensations, guiding us. But we have often trained ourselves to ignore these subtle cues, preferring the loud, insistent clamor of the mind. We hear the scream of our thoughts, our anxieties, our expectations, but we miss the gentle, profound whisper of the body, the subtle flutter, the warmth, the deep thrum of recognition. To hear that whisper, that requires stillness. It requires patience. It requires a reverence for the silent language of touch, of presence, of simply being. This journey asks us to release something very precious to our modern world: control. We strive to control outcomes, to control emotions, to control even the flow of our own desires. But energy, true life energy, cannot be controlled. It can only be invited, recognized, and allowed to flow. Like a river, it finds its own path. Like the wind, it moves with its own grace. Like the sap rising in a tree, it simply is. When we allow ourselves to let go of this need for control, to surrender to the natural pulse within us, we open ourselves to the profound inherent intelligence of our own being. We allow energy to flow freely, as it flows in nature, unimpeded, vibrant, creative. This is where true vitality resides. Between a man and a woman, there flows not just passion, not just fleeting desire, but life itself. A powerful, generative current that can heal, inspire, and transform. When this energy is blocked, not only do we feel a disconnect in our intimate relationships, but we lose something far more fundamental. We don't lose sex in the narrow sense of the word. We lose vitality. We lose the vibrancy that colors our world, the creative spark that animates our days, the deep, abiding joy that is our birthright. Desire, in its purest form, is not a base urge. It is the language through which the soul speaks. It is the soul's longing for connection, for expansion, for the sacred dance of creation. When we feel desire, it is not merely the body calling out for physical release. It is the soul singing, yearning to merge, to express, to experience the profound unity that lies at the heart of existence. Attraction, that inexplicable pull we feel towards another, is not a sin, not something to be judged or suppressed. It is the universe remembering itself. It is a fundamental force of creation, the echo of two distinct energies seeking to complete a circuit, to create something new, something greater than the sum of their parts. To deny attraction is to deny the very force that brings stars into being, that causes seeds to sprout, that moves oceans. A man doesn't lose power when he ages. He loses it when he stops looking with wonder, when he ceases to be curious, when he closes himself off to the mystery that resides in every moment, in every touch, in every gaze, when he forgets the profound, quiet power of his own tenderness. This return to the source, it is a remembrance that our bodies are temples, not just vessels, that our sensuality is sacred, not profane, that our deepest desires are whispers from the divine. It is a gentle unfolding, a slow awakening to the magnificent, vibrant current that has always flowed within you, waiting for your conscious presence, your tender attention. It is here, in this deep presence, that the magic truly begins. Love, feel, breathe. The energy within you has never died. It's been waiting for you to awaken. We often speak of loss, don't we? Of things fading with time. The vibrant hues of youth, perhaps the effortless grace of earlier years, the unburdened spirit. And with these, sometimes, we perceive a dimming of that primal fire, that deep current that once surged through us, connecting us to everything alive. We might feel a quiet ache, a sense of something vital having slipped away, leaving behind a subtle hollowness. Perhaps you felt it, that whisper of nostalgia for a time when touch felt different, when a glance held a world, when the very air between two people crackled with an unspoken understanding. It's not just about the physical act, is it? It's about a deeper resonance, a vitality that infused every aspect of being. This feeling, this quiet sadness, is often a sign that something profound is asking for your attention. Because what if that vibrant energy, that wellspring of passion and connection, hasn't actually disappeared? What if it has simply retreated? Like a river that goes underground for a time, flowing silently beneath the surface, waiting for the right conditions to emerge once more, stronger and clearer than before. It is so easy to mistake dormancy for death. So easy to confuse a turning inward with an emptying out. Think about it for a moment. Close your eyes perhaps, and just feel. Feel the space within you. Is it truly empty? Or is there a subtle hum, a faint warmth, a gentle pulse beneath the layers of daily life, beneath the worries and the expectations? This subtle hum, this is the current we speak of, the very essence of your aliveness. We are taught, implicitly and explicitly, to compartmentalize this energy, to label it, to judge it, to even fear it, to believe it belongs only to certain moments, certain ages, certain circumstances. But this energy is far grander than any label we impose upon it. It is the very force that builds worlds, that brings forth new life, that fuels creativity and healing. It is not just physical desire. It is the deep, fundamental urge to connect, to create, to be. When this sacred energy is blocked, we don't just lose sex, we lose vitality. We lose that spark in our eyes, that spring in our step, that effortless joy that makes life truly worth living. The world can feel duller, colors less vivid, connections less profound. It's a loss not of pleasure, but of presence, of that fully embodied sensation of being alive, vibrant, and whole. And yet, this is not a permanent state. This is not an ending. It is merely a pause. A moment when the river has chosen its subterranean path, waiting. Waiting for your awareness. Waiting for your permission. Waiting for your gentle invitation to flow freely once more. Consider the very nature of desire. We are often taught to control it, to suppress it, to view it with suspicion. But what if desire is not the body calling, but it is the soul singing? What if it is the universe's way of reminding you of your own inherent completeness, of your capacity for profound connection and creation? Desire in its purest form is the longing for wholeness, for union. It is the yearning to experience life in its deepest, most resonant frequencies. Between a man and a woman, there flows not just passion, but life itself. A current of recognition, a dance of complementary forces that, when honored, can ignite the very core of being. It's a field of energy, an invisible yet palpable connection that holds the potential for transformation. And this potential, it never truly diminishes. It simply shifts its form, waiting for eyes that truly see, for hearts that truly feel. Perhaps you've come to believe that with age, a man loses power. But I tell you, a man doesn't lose power when he ages. He loses it when he stops looking with wonder, when he stops seeing the exquisite beauty in the world, in himself, and in the woman beside him. The power remains deep within, ready to be rediscovered through the lens of reverence and awe. It is a more mature power, perhaps, less volatile, more grounded, but no less potent. And for a woman, when a woman breathes deeply, life breathes with her. Her vitality is not tied to fleeting youth, but to the depth of her presence, the richness of her inner world. The wellspring of her sensual energy is inexhaustible, constantly regenerating, waiting for her to simply breathe it in, to embody it, to let it radiate from her core. It is a sacred current, a healing balm, a creative force beyond measure. Attraction itself, that magnetic pull we feel towards another, is not a sin. It is not something to be ashamed of or hidden away. It is the universe remembering itself. It is the fundamental law of connection, the dance of polarity that generates all creation. To deny attraction is to deny a part of the universe's elegant design, a part of your own inherent nature. To embrace it with awareness and respect is to open a channel to deeper understanding and profound joy. And so we arrive at this quiet understanding that the energy within you has never died. It has merely been waiting, waiting for your gentle attention, waiting for your conscious permission to flow, waiting for your awakening. When we can shed the fear of our own inherent power, when we can release the judgments and the self-imposed limitations, life truly begins to flow freely again. It fills each day with a renewed sense of meaning, with unexpected moments of wonder, with miracles that unfold not through grand gestures, but through the simple, profound act of being fully present. This is a soft reminder of your own living, sacred nature, a gentle invitation to reconnect with the timeless current that flows through you, always. It is the current of life itself, waiting for you to simply open to it. Love, feel, breathe. The energy within you has never died. It's been waiting for you to awaken.